Chants of Sennaar is a puzzle game developed by RuneDisc. You play as a traveler who finds themselves in a land with no understanding of the local languages, but needs to learn enough to communicate and pass through. The main puzzle is piecing together contextual clues to understand the different languages of the places you go. As you explore, you'll find art with captions, signs designating locations, and talk to locals to try and piece together what they're saying. It takes a lot of brain power to use all of the context clues and keep track of what words show up where in order to figure out each word's meaning, and it kept me captivated the whole time I was playing. Guessing the correct meaning of a word and putting together the fragmented pieces of information you find across the level made me feel clever and rewarded me with a better understanding of the world and the ability to advance with confidence. The lack of a map, along with the low-detailed landscape and simple color palette of each section, made the environment feel a bit maze-like. This, coupled with occasionally getting a bunch of new words with no idea what they meant, made me feel like I'd missed something critical and was about to hit a wall. However, in my 10 hours of play, every time I kept pushing forward, explored new areas, and backtracked to recontextualize the words I found, I was eventually rewarded with enough clues and context to advance. When you read a word, it shows up in your journal, and you can fill in what you think it means. When you find that word in the world, it will put your guess over the word. When you do discover enough words to finish a small pictograph correctly, it confirms a handful of words and automatically translates them anytime you encounter them. It's intuitive and made guessing and changing the meanings of words easy throughout my playthrough. While the story and characters are thin, their purpose seems to be aiding the player in puzzle solving, so the lack of an engaging narrative is fine since it reinforces the game's greatest feature. There are a few traditional puzzles, such as sliding tiles and several platforming sections where you have to move at the right time to avoid being killed. While you can fail these sections, you lose little progress since it quickly reloads the latest autosave, which is never too far behind. These diversions were a fun respite from the brain-consuming challenge of deciphering a language. The high-contrast visuals are gorgeous, and sweeping camera moves show off the scale and add some spectacle. Each location had striking and distinct visuals despite keeping to the simple design. The thoughtful sound effects and soothing music added to the atmosphere and helped keep my nerves calm when struggling with translating. If you're into puzzle games, or the challenge of understanding languages, you should absolutely play Chants of Sennaar. Its unique take on the genre is so well done, I want them to make another game using real languages so players can learn while they play. It's a brain-tickling experience that is worth giving your full attention. Chants of Sennaar is available September 5th for $19.99 on PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One.